Hi guys! I did a whole video yesterday and it got all screwed up again. I hate my camera. So I'm gonna do this Christina style in one take and I hope it's gonna be under, 3 hours. First, books. My first book is Douglas Adams' The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, one of the best books ever. Number 2, The Tea Rose by Jennifer Donnelly. It's a story about a girl in the late 19th century who goes to America to achieve her dream of owning her own business. And I've read it about 1,000,000 times and I still love it. Number 3, Every Day by David Levithan. It was one of John Green's recommendations sometimes last year and I bought it as soon as it came out and I love it. It's about a guy who wakes up or a girl who wakes up in a different body every day, and it says a lot about what makes a person, because in this case it isn't the body or the thing that he is, because it's only his consciousness. Number 4, my hero, Tina Fey, Bossypants. I love everything she does and this book is no exception. Number 5, the Millenium Trilogy by Stieg Larsson. It's the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series. I read them a few years ago when the first Swedish movie was in the cinema, and I think it's product placement heavy. It's very descriptive in what kind of computers they use and stuff like that, but it's a great story about modern society. Number 6, Der Schwarm by Frank Schätzing is a German book about the end of the world, which isn't that far-fetched in many aspects. I mean, the alien part maybe, but there are things in there that might as well happen. Der 35. Mai by Erich Kästner is a German children's book. Erich Kästner is my favorite children's book author. And Der 35. Mai is a story about Konrad and his uncle who go to the Caribbean because Konrad has to write an essay about the Caribbean and he doesn't know what it looks there. Life of Pi by Yann Martel. It's a movie right now and I read it a few years ago when I was in Israel on the train and it stuck with me because it's a beautiful story. Number 9, Faust by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe is very classic German literature, and it's one of the very few books that we read in school that I actually liked and still like today, because it has a lot of things in there that spoke to me at the time and still speak to me today. And lastly, number 10, my other hero, Stephen Fry, Making History, is an alternative history of the 20th century if Hitler had never been born. It is, I think, maybe an argument against Evil Baby Orphanage, because it turns out if bad men don't exist, there's gonna be a better man that will make history even worse. For music, I picked specific songs, not just the bands. I mean, the bands that perform these songs are really great, but these are my favorite songs at the moment. Number 1 is Little Lion Man by Mumford and Sons. I've said that last video, I love Mumford and Sons. Little Lion Man is a dance through the kitchen while cooking song for me. My Legs Are Weak by Paloma is my very favorite sad song. I think everybody needs one of those. 500 Miles vs. Titanium by The Proclaimers and David Guetta is a remix of 500 Miles that is featured in the movie Pitch Perfect. Monsta by Culcha and Candela is a German song, German band, and it's my last 5 minutes of a workout song. White Wine in the Sun by Minchin was my Christmas song last year, because it says everything about Christmas, what Christmas is about for me. It's about the people that I'm with and the people that I like to be with, and not really the religious aspect of the holiday, which my dad might not like, but that's the way it is for me. A Fifth of Beethoven by Soulwax is another remix of Beethoven's Fifth, and it's surprisingly great. Je Veux by Zaz. She's a French artist. I saw her a couple of years ago in Baden-Baden, and she's just this little ball of power that makes great music. Look Out Sunshine by the Fratellis got me through my last 2 years of high school. Read All About It was the song. It was featured in the Olympic opening ceremony last year, and I've loved it ever since. And the last one is Dickes B by Seed, another German band that I saw last year and that I'm gonna see again in March. This is the song that I almost fainted and had to leave, which is sad. I'm gonna try and not do that again next time. For the films, my number one of my go-to films when I'm not feeling so great is Pride and Prejudice. A recent favorite is Pitch Perfect. I saw it the other day with a couple of friends, and it's a silly and good entertainment. Number 3, Warrior with Tom Hardy. I thought it was gonna be, you know, two guys beating at each other film, but it's surprisingly thoughtful and about human relationship, and I liked it a lot. Vincent Vilmer is a German movie about a guy with Tourette's who wants to spread his mom's ashes in the Mediterranean and who goes on a road trip with his OCD roommate and his bulimic girlfriend. Groupies bleiben nicht zum Frühstück is another German movie, and I saw that in the cinema and I didn't expect anything, and I've never laughed so much in my life. I think not. I didn't expect anything. I expected a stupid teeny movie, and it's great. Silver Linings Playbook is in cinemas right now, and it's amazing. I love Jennifer Lawrence and I love Bradley Cooper, and I mean, it has Robert De Niro, and it's a great story about broken people. There are not enough broken people in films, I think. Most people are far too perfect. Casino Royale, in my opinion, one of the best Bond movies that has ever been made. I was very skeptical about Daniel Craig being cast as James Bond, but it's an awesome film. Mulan is my very, very favorite Disney movie. I said that before, I grew up without a television, so I didn't see the Disney movies as a kid, and I had to go and seek them out when I was older, and Mulan was an instant favorite. Friendship is another German movie about two guys from Eastern Germany who, after the Berlin Wall fell, went to America and went on a road trip. It's a true story, from New York to San Francisco. This culture clash is amazing. And lastly, Chocolat was one of the movies that I went to with my mom when it came out, and it's a beautiful movie, and it's one of those movies that makes you taste things even though you only see them. So these are my recommendations, and I'm gonna see Amy tomorrow.